Hey, what's going on, guys? Choco the Chocobo here, and welcome back to the channel with a different video today. This is going to be the first ever town hall video that I post onto the channel. The reason why I'm doing this video is because, number one, scheduling wise, it was a convenient time for me to make sure that I had enough time before I go into July, because July gets a little bit crazy for me, and as we get closer to it, obviously it gets crazy. So I want to make sure that we had time to take feedback and then be able to engage you guys in some level of conversation in terms of at least reading through the comments and then also asking people's opinions later on Twitch and stuff like that. But I wanted to make sure that we took the opportunity whenever I have the time to properly look through feedback and make sure that we know what course we're on, because this channel, it's not possible without your guys' love, support, friendship, all those wonderful things that you bring here to the community. It wouldn't exist. The community doesn't exist without you guys. So I did want to make sure that we ended up putting some time aside, not just for the content, not just for the videos, but to make sure that for the people who want to share something, that they have a good place to put it where they know that I'll take a good look and I'll open up that window. Normally the rule is that 24 hours on the comments, and I generally try to keep up with all the comments that I can. But this one I'll probably expand that a little bit, and I'll constantly look over for the next several days just to make sure that I do have a chance to read everyone's comments about, hey, this is how I feel about things. I can't make everyone happy. I do want to say that because I know that there's always people who are like, hey, why didn't you listen to me? It's not that your feedback isn't important. It's just that I physically and literally cannot please everyone. I just cannot do it. Some people want me to wear a bikini and record upside down, and I can't do that because I'm not fit. Number one. Number two, I have no desire to do that. But really, there is a lot of stuff that I cannot do, but there's a lot of stuff that we can do as well. So I wanted to make sure that we opened up that forum for discussion, and I want to make sure that we have that opportunity. So what are the main questions I have for you guys, and what kind of is going on? So let's start off with what the channel is right now. Right now on the Choco the Chocobo channel, which is meant to be the Let's Play channel, the general channel for all games and having fun with whatever I'm doing, this channel has been obviously dominated by ARC content for a good while now, and the support has been tremendous, and I have no question about me continuing the series for as long as the season goes on. It's been nuts and junk like that. I do have plans one way or the other to add more content onto the channel. It's just that I've still been struggling to find exactly the right way I want to pursue that kind of content, because I also want to make sure that if I create a series around something, or if I were to take on a certain kind of format, that it would work for future things. So for example, if I were to play indie games like I tried to before with Ori and the Blind Forest, I want to make sure that I can actually do that without the game coming back and biting me on the butt. I also would love to make sure that if I want to do a series where it's like a common themed thing over and over and over again, that I, number one, can do it without making the content quality worse as time goes on, because that would be bad, as well as making sure that it's something that's feasible. So that's where we are with things in terms of adding new content, where we are with content. So let's go on to the questions. I have 3 questions for you guys. The first question is, do you guys want to see another season of ARC once we pass this season up? This is a very important question, because I know that a lot of people have come by the channel to say like, hey, you know what, I did notice that some of the other guys are playing ARC and I want to check out Choco, and a lot of people have gone back to, for lack of a better way to put it, the How to Minecraft Season 1 thing, where it's like, I heard there's this Choco guy who's going pretty nuts over there. Let's just take a look and make sure he's not going too crazy. And that's awesome, and I welcome everyone that's new, as well as the people who have been, hanging out with the channel very consistently. To all of you new ones, welcome. To the people who have been here for a while, glad to have you back. But I do want to make sure that if you guys are actually interested in or not in seeing another season of ARC, because who knows, maybe some people would like to take a break and then hit up a season of ARC after some downtime. Whatever the case may be, I'm not entirely sure, but please do let me know. Obviously, there are some opportunities to do something new in ARC, which involves, like, I can do stuff with mods, I could do stuff with the new map center. There's also a on the patch notes, I did see this, because we're not planning on ending the season as far as I know. Who knows? I have no idea. But as far as I know, there is no end of the season coming up yet, so it's not a super rush thing. And I did see that they were making something where you can make procedurally generated arcs or something like that, which to me meant you can have like randomized worlds, which sounded really really cool. So we'll see. I mean, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for another season of Arc, and I'd be happy to do it, but I want to make sure that you guys are on board first. So, first question out of the way. Second question, and this is kind of linked to the first one. If the answer was no to the previous question, as in you don't want to see another season of Arc, and just you don't want to see one at all, or if you want to not see one for a longer time, do you want to see another series take its place in terms of being kind of quote unquote the main series on the channel? Now, I will admit it's possible. I did the math, and I'm pretty sure, granted my math skills have been kind of all over the place as of late, but we could do 2 main series on the channel of survival kind of things. It's going to be difficult if I do that, but we can certainly try. But yeah, kind of I prefer to do one just so I can make sure that one is always able to have the amount of grind necessary to make a survival series, quote unquote, good, in my opinion, right? Because this channel isn't so much about high octane, super, like, highly technically advanced shots and blah blah blah. Like, I'm not 360 trick shotting across maps or anything like that in COD. I'm very much more about the slow, steady kind of development, progression kind of gameplay. So please do let me know what you all think about a new series. And the 3 that popped into mind, and the ones that really stood out from whenever I asked this previously on an episode of Arc, was a lot of people seem very keen on Subnautica. A lot of people seem keen on 7 Days to Die. I did reach out to Vic, and he's not entirely sure when, or if ever, I guess, the 7 Days to Die thing would happen again, where there would be an opportunity for collaboration. So I did ping out about that, but I would say that if you want to leave feedback about this, make sure it's something that I could do solo potentially. And if we can add more people to it, awesome, great. I'm sure I'll always explore that venue, but don't count on it, because I can make promises to you guys. Other people I cannot speak for. I can't make a promise on behalf of them. So, and yeah, I guess if you really, and then the last one is No Man's Sky, which, while delayed, again, we're not expecting this current season of Arc to end super soon or anything like that. So we should have an opportunity to maybe even do that as a potential main game. Granted, this one is a little bit more exploration based rather than survival based in terms of building. So who knows? Maybe I will be able to actually play the game and approach it as more of a, not a survival game, more of like an instance game, because each planet is kind of on its own. And from the way they discussed it, it sounded like I wouldn't run into people very often, if at all. So it's more of a PvE game, but we'll see. We'll see what ends up going down. But if you would like to see that, just also let me know. And yeah, I guess if you're also really bent on seeing 2 main series and watching my life vanish into the land of no sleep forever and evermore, also leave that feedback. But I'm going to be honest, if I don't see like a whole bunch of support for that, I'm very inclined to just say I want to focus on one. So anyways, that's the second question. Third question, and the most important question probably, and I wanted to make sure I left this question for last, is, are you guys happy? I know I can't make everyone happy. I know that we will always have the constant war between edit, no, just do this kind of game. I want only Hello Kitty Online. No, how dare you? I want to see like the most edgy, hardcore thing ever. And I know that people are very opinionated about this kind of stuff, but overall, are you okay with how the channel's been going? Are you okay with the direction it seems to be heading in? And now that we have had this, are you okay with the plans for the future as well, specifically? Obviously, the channel has gone through a lot of change and has gone through a lot of different things. We went from, when we first started out, like a Dota tutorial set, and then we went to COD, then we went to a couple other things here and there. But I am curious to hear what you guys think about the channel, and if you're excited to see where it's headed and stuff like that, because you guys are very important to me, and I don't ever want you guys to feel like it's a one-way street. It's definitely a two-way street, and the communication, it's not only just me communicating to you guys. I listen to all the communication that you guys give back to me, and I want to make sure that I do have this opportunity to make sure we can connect. I cannot English very well, so please do let me know how you guys feel. I suspect that this will probably not be the biggest video thing, and this will probably be something that mostly like the core viewership will kind of take a gander at and be like, I wonder what's going on here. But please do leave me that feedback. It would mean a lot, even if you are someone who normally sits there and doesn't really vocalize or make comments and do all those things where I can notice your presence, because I know that we have a whole bunch of supporters who have been really, really supportive and they don't comment necessarily. But on this particular video, I would urge you, hey, if you've got some time on your hands, and if you absolutely don't worry about it. But if you do have a couple of minutes of your time, I would love to have some feedback, because I would love to know how to make sure that we can go into a brighter and better future, rather than me just kind of being like, yeah, sure, we can go this way, because we all know I'm directionally challenged and that would be bad. So I do want to make sure that we have this opportunity. Oh, and also I'm going to regret saying this, because I know I'm going to regret saying this, but I will say that and I know this is a long time and some people are like, really, that long? But I would say that by August, one way or another, I will probably try to bring Facecam back. Also, let me know if you think that's a bad idea, because I know some people have been like, Facecam kind of detracts from the video, and I don't know if that's the popular opinion or if that's not. But do let me know, because I think that a lot of people have generally asked for, like, oh man, I would have really loved to have seen this expression, wanted to have Facecam and stuff on. I have been thinking about it. It's just the current place I'm at is not really accommodating for that, unfortunately. I'm sure some of you guys remember the spooky door, as well as some very sketchy quality in terms of recording. But in truth, it's just not a great place to do it in. But one way or the other, I'm planning to bring Facecam onto here after I've done some other stuff, because I'm working on stuff actually for Quay Life, which has been crazy. But anyways, that's it for this episode video thing of the town hall stuff. Let me know if you guys like this video, in terms of if this is something we should do, as well as how frequently. I was thinking monthly, just to make sure that we always have a good opportunity for new people to have feedback expressed, as well as for loyal people who have been here for a while to be like, no, seriously, listen to us. We have good ideas. If I ever decide to go off the deep end, you guys need to get me in line. So anyways, that is all for today, guys. There's not going to be any other uploads on the channels, either Choco the Chocobo, I guess any of the three. Not on Choco the Chocobo, Quaycraft, none of those channels, and Quay Life, obviously. None of them are going to have other videos besides these town hall ones. Quay Life's not even going to have a town hall one, because I'm just working on other stuff. But I did want to make sure that we reached out, or because I'm multiple people, but I reached out to you guys to really catch up and to make sure that we're on the right track, because it's not just my channel, it's your guys' channel too. So anyways, take care everyone, have a wonderful and safe day. Please do spend some time to give me some good feedback down below if you have the time and if you can, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some more ARC, and yeah, we'll see what goes on from there on. So anyways, take care everyone.